course, the thumbnail, right? We're talking about Garner Minshew versus Jimmy G, right? And I was talking with a friend earlier today, man, and he was really just saying like that he's feeling very negative about the season and not really sure. Um, he's like, man, he's like, usually I'm pretty optimistic, but right now he's like, I'm not feeling that, and he's like, I hope I'm wrong, but as of right now, not feeling very optimistic at all. And so, you know, I started talking to him about, well, compare us to last year, right? What happened last year? How were you feeling? And he's like, well, I went last year and I was feeling pretty optimistic. And I said, okay, well, you know, if we look at what we actually had going on last year, um, there was a lot going on. We had just gotten rid of Derek Carr, and getting rid of Derek Carr, had our whole fan base split, and everybody was kind of up in arms, wondering who's going to be our quarterback. Are we getting Aaron Rodgers? Are we getting Tom Brady? Are we, what are we actually going to do? And then it came out that, Josh McDaniels really actually thought he had Tom Brady lined up, and then Tom Brady shocked him and retired. And then since he retired, they supposedly contacted Derek Carr. Derek Carr was already pissed off and off the table. And so then he went to the next best thing, right? Which was somebody he figured already knew his system is going to be the best scheme fit. And so he went for Jimmy Garoppolo. And Jimmy Garoppolo, I got to tell you guys, is not somebody that I really thought was going to be that guy. I had hopes that maybe because of the system, the scheme fit, that maybe he would dink and dunk us down the field and that it would work out, right? But coming back from that injury, and then he ended up having that, he didn't even pass his physical, right? And so we got Josh McDaniels, that was a shit show. And then we got Jimmy G, and we knew that it wasn't going to work out, right? Most of us knew that. And so what other teams did was they stacked the box because they knew Jimmy G did not have the deep ball, that he really couldn't throw outside the numbers, and that he really works up the middle of the field. And so they stacked the box on us because their biggest threats were Jimmy G throwing up the middle of the field and Josh Jacobs, who had just won the rushing title. And so then they're stacking the box against us, and all of a sudden our running game is dead, throwing up the middle is dead, and they're making Jimmy G throw on the outside, try to throw the deep ball, and it's just not working. And we started off the season terrible, right? And so I explained to him, like, look, man, we have a better coach, right, with Antonio Pierce.